Hi guys, it's me. I have a lot to talk about, so okay. So it's put on my heart and mind about scripture. As it is true. So it's unfolding as we speak. We are living in the unfoldment of the end times, of the prophets and of revelations. Okay, so I want you to understand that there is scripture that talks about these barren wastelands and the desert will become. I'm telling you, this is actually happening now. If you go and Google and look on YouTube and stuff like that, you'll see that these places that are desert places and these places that are supposed to be barren and have nothing, water is coming into it, flowers are growing, like things are happening in these wastelands that Yahuwah said would happen through his prophets. Like there's in the book of Isaiah, which I'm going to read a little snippet of it. He says that, and there's in book of Isaiah 35, and there's also the book of Isaiah chapter 35 and chapter 41. If you read all that, which the Most High had just led to me now today or whatever, but like yes, things like that are happening. Do you understand? Like he is exactly explaining like these changes to our world, to our earth, of what he's doing in the Bible. Okay, so and then he's preparing a place, like he's bringing his kingdom here, right? So he's also preparing a place for his people. Okay, his people, Yasharel and Judah, and those grafted in Gentiles, and like for his inheritance. Okay, so Isaiah 35, the wilderness and the solitary place shall be glad for them, and the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. It shall blossom abundantly, and rejoice even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon shall be given unto it. The excellency of Carmichael and Sharon, they shall see the glory of Yahuwah, and the excellency of our Elohim. Strengthen ye the weak hands, and confirm the feeble knees. Say to them that are of a fearful heart, be strong. Fear not, and behold, your Elohim will come with vengeance, and even Yahuwah Elohim with a recompense, and he will come and save you. Then the eye of the blind shall be opened, and the ears of the deaf shall be unstopped. Then shall the lame man leap as a hart, and the tongue of the dumb sing. For in the wilderness shall waters break out, and the streams in the desert. And the parched ground shall become a pool, and the thirsty land springs of water, in a habitation of dragons. Where each lay shall be grass with reeds and rushes. I'm going to stop there, but you can continue reading it if you would like. So, if you go and look about the changes in our earth, things that are happening, you will see that like there are waters coming in that are drowning out the deserts. Waters are just flowing through the deserts, and people are like, that's strange because that doesn't happen, right? The desert is desert, right? Waters, and then there's areas where flowers shouldn't be growing in places where they're not, and in flowers and like grasses and like just and some of these things, some of these like flowers and this and that are things, flowers and stuff that we have not seen, like just beautiful, like because he's like I'm telling you, he's renewing, because there's going to be making a new earth and a new Shamaim, right? So everything is going to be, so out with the old, in with the new, right? You know, and those that are of his people, he's also going to take out the old bodies that remained in the old world, and they'll be changed, right? Because they'll have a new body as well, like how a butterfly metamorphoses in a way. You know, it'll be like just like those that are still supposed to be, some are supposed to just change before they die, and the other ones will be wakened up to change, will be changed in their new glorious bodies. But some, it will happen when they're alive. They'll just be changed like that, like I said, in twinkling of an eye. So it'll be very quick, okay? So yeah, you guys, like, oh, you guys. So I was watching some stuff of changes of the world, and then I see people posting stuff, like I read comments sometimes. And this one person was like, "Oh, I wonder why all this is happening. This is crazy, right? I don't know what's going on." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's like it's God." And then you got this other person saying, "Oh, God doesn't exist." And then it's like, "Well, how can you deny anything that's created? It has to have a creator. Like, how can you just you got to see that at least, right?" Anyways, so I thought I would share that. This is just a short video. If you read the book of the prophets, if you read like Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel, Matthew 24, or all of Matthew, for that matter, Revelations, like those are those are big ones, and then Ezekiel is a good one, and obviously like Psalms has a lot of stuff as well too. But you know, and then I'm just learning stuff now how Yahuwah declares the beginning from the end. So there's parallels from the beginning to the end. So if you read the book of Genesis and if you read the book of Revelations, those two can go hand in hand. So there's parallels to that. So that's stuff I'm just learning about too. And I just learned some stuff too that the Most High will show you the beginning from the end. Meaning like He'll show you what your end is before you even realize it. And then you don't realize that like He had already showed you where you're going to be or where He has placed you. And everything. That's very interesting to me, so yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's cool, you guys. That's so cool. That's so cool. Anyways, yeah, I guess that's all I'll share with you guys. Love you guys. Bye.